For years, the Go series was the king of portable. It was the camera you could take anywhere. But what happens when portable gets powerful? And we can see how it copes with Active HDR on and clarity zoom. This is the new Insta360 GO Ultra, and it's here, and this is my definitive first impressions review. Hey everyone, Sarb from the TechPacker here. Full transparency, Insta360 did send me this camera ahead of the launch, and this video is sponsored, but as you know from my previous reviews, that means you're getting my completely honest, unfiltered deep dive. This isn't just a list of specs. We're going to go layer by layer, from the new sensor to the software to the real world feel in your hand. And you know this Go Ultra is kind of different in shape and form to the Go series we've become accustomed to. And I definitely have thoughts about that. And we'll come to those a little later. And here's some good news. The first 30 orders using my affiliate link will get an exclusive free gift of a 256 gig MicroSD card with your purchase. Wait, what use is that with a Go camera? It only has built-in storage, right? Well, that's why you're here, isn't it? Because there have been some big changes going on. Now, it's important to state that this is my definitive first impressions review. I've spent days testing this, but the real test comes on the road. I'll be doing full in-depth travel reviews with it soon. For now though, this is your complete guide to everything you need to know on day one. Before we get to all the new tech, let's talk about the soul of this camera, because it's still here, and it's brilliant. The entire experience is built on this foundation of magnetic mounting. Magic magnetic mounting. It's that satisfying thunk as it snaps into place. This system completely rewires your brain to see creative angles everywhere. It's this freedom to mount anywhere in seconds for unique, hands-free shots that no other camera system could fully replicate. That magic is the core of the Go series, and it's alive and well in the Ultra. But the headline story, the reason we're all here, is the massive leap in image quality. And it all starts with the hardware. At its heart is a new, much larger 1/1.28-inch sensor. That bigger sensor is the key that unlocks a whole new level of performance. This is the very definition of when portable gets powerful. First, let's talk about 4K at 60 frames per second. For years, this has been a standard for larger action cameras, and now it's in a Go camera. This means every frame is packed with detail, solving the issue of fast motion looking choppy or blurry. If you're cycling, running, or filming from a car at speed, your footage is now buttery smooth, but it's also a creative tool, which is how I tend to use it. When you slow that 60 frames per second footage down in your edit, you get that gorgeous cinematic slow motion with no digital stuttering. It's the real deal. Next, and for me, this is the feature that changes the game, even though I really love having 4K 60, because now we have PureVideo low light mode. Let's be honest, the biggest weakness of every previous Go camera was its performance when the sun went down. PureVideo uses some very clever chip on camera AI noise reduction and dynamic range optimization to clean up the image before it's even saved. The result? You no longer have to put your camera away at dusk. It turns what would have been noisy, unusable night shots into clean, vibrant footage that you'll actually be proud to include in your videos. And rounding out the image quality trifecta here is Active HDR. Think of this as your secret weapon for difficult daylight scenes. Vlogging in a forest with dappled light? Walking out of a dark tunnel into the bright sun? Well, Active HDR is constantly working to balance the brightest highlights and the darkest shadows in real time. Okay, this is the kind of light that the Active HDR mode was kind of made for, this dappled sunlight coming through the trees. So this is without Active HDR, and then I'll walk back and we'll do it again with Active HDR on. And let's see if we can notice a difference. Okay, and now this is with Active HDR on, with that sun coming through the trees and the dappled light. So yeah, what do you think? Does that make much of a difference as far as you can tell? A lot of tree roots around here. It gives you a beautifully exposed, natural looking image straight out of the camera with zero effort in post-production. So the image is powerful, but for the first time, the workflow is truly professional. Insta360 has finally added the 3 features that serious creators and travelers have been begging for. Number 1, and thank goodness, expandable storage with a removable microSD card slot. For anyone who's ever been on day 3 of a vacation and had that sinking feeling of the storage full notification, you know that this is more than a feature. It's freedom. And now you can throw in a massive card and shoot 4K all day without a single worry. This alone is a massive, massive win. Number 2 is external wireless microphone support. They say that audio is 50% of a good video, and I agree. The onboard mics are okay. Actually, in my experience, Insta360's wizardry has made them significantly better than okay, but being able to connect a pro-grade lav or wireless mic system that you may already own means your stories will now sound as good as they look. And of course, we have the recently released Insta360 Mic Air, which will work with the Go Ultra, and possibly more mic devices to come or will be made compatible with this camera. This single feature elevates the Go Ultra from a fantastic B cam into a legitimate high-powered A camera for vlogging. And number 3, the whole system has been beefed up with a longer lasting battery and fast charging. Now this is a must highlight for me for a reason. In my testing, it holds up for a long day of shooting, and being able to quickly top it up means less time tethered to a wall and more time out there capturing. You can get 70 minutes using the standalone camera unit, boosted up to 200 minutes using the Action Pod, and you can get it back to 80% charge from completely flat in just 12 minutes. That's a shorter time than it takes for a busy coffee shop to even make your coffee, let alone you actually drink it. And I can confidently assure you that I didn't worry about battery life once during my test shooting. All of this tech is controlled by the Action Pod, and thankfully Insta360 didn't reinvent what already worked. This brings back the best interface features of the Go 3 system. You still get that incredibly versatile flip touchscreen, but this time a touch bigger at 2.5 inches. Now being able to flip it up confidently to frame your vlogging shots without guessing is pretty useful. It's bright, responsive, and makes shooting a breeze. And don't forget, when the camera itself is mounted somewhere interesting like high on a shelf or outside of a car, the pod is your wireless remote control and monitor. Alright, so let's be clear, this is a new feature. Beforehand, you'd have to put the camera unit back into the Action Pod to look at the footage you've just captured. Now you can preview the footage you've just captured remotely, which means if you've got it remotely mounted or even just on your head, you can now figure out whether you need to reshoot or whether you're happy with what you just captured. This is really, really good and a really welcome development. The ability to see your shot and start and stop recording from a distance unlocks creative possibilities you simply couldn't get otherwise. And finally, a small but critical feature for a camera this size, Apple FindMy is still built in. Let's face it, the camera is tiny and easy to misplace. You may have left it behind mounted in some coffee shop somewhere. Having the peace of mind that you can locate it with your phone isn't a gimmick, it's a modern necessity. Let's talk about some more new features. You get an upgraded, wider field of view, now out to 156 degrees, perfect for cycling shots and really immersing your audience in dynamic scenes. And of course, you still have the amazing flow state stabilization and 360 horizon lock too. The standalone camera is IPX8 waterproof up to 33 feet, and that Action Pod is IPX4 splash proof, which is fine for waterside activities and control. You also have access to that stats dashboard overlay that links up with your gun Garmin, your Apple Watch, and now with Strava too, as well as using the sports data assistant in the Insta360 app. I'll cover new accessories that are available in a coming video, but I wanted to give you a sneak little preview of this cool little ring remote, which is a great way to discreetly trigger recording when you're running or cycling. And it has a little built-in LED to show your recording status too. Very cool. So we have a pro workflow, a pro image, and a pro interface. What's the catch? There is one, and it's an important one. It's the physical size. This is the trade-off you're going to deal with when portable gets powerful. So let's talk about the hat clip test. The Go Ultra is noticeably heavier than the Go 3S, and you feel every gram of that extra weight in one key scenario: the hat mount. For me, it's off-putting for hat use. It's not just the pressure on my glasses when the hat is sitting on there with the camera weighing down the peak, it's the feeling of being off balance. It pulls your focus from what you're doing to the camera on your head, which defeats the very purpose of a Go camera. It breaks that spell of being fully immersed in the moment. Well, for me anyway. And I think that Insta360 clearly knows and acknowledges this. This new, much more premium feeling neck strap included in the box isn't an accident. It's their solution, and I agree with them. Look at the thickness here of this kind of ribbon rather than a string. For this camera, the neck strap feels like the intended primary hands-free method maybe, along with the chest mount or endless magnetic mounting options, where that extra weight is a complete non-issue. And my conversations with Insta360 makes it very clear they don't see the Go Ultra as a successor to the Go 3 and 3S. They see it as a completely new and parallel series in their lineup, which is good to know and has implications for their future lineup and which camera you might want to choose if you haven't already got a Go camera. I'll have more on that later here and in future videos where I'll help you choose between the Go Ultra and the Go 3S, either as a new camera or potential upgrade. Now, there is another thing to pay attention here, particularly in the context of mounting clips, is that the Go Ultra and the Go 3S, Go 3 are different dimensions. So those accessories that you already have for the 3S and 3 are not going to work. I know, it's kind of annoying. I do believe it has a portrait mode as well. Now the wind's picking up, so you'll see how the audio is picking up. This is just on the standard algorithm, so we'll see how that works and come back for future videos and we'll do a full audio test. So let's bring it all together. My definitive first impression: the Insta360 Go Ultra is for a new type of creator. Let's paint a picture. It's for the ambitious vlogger who loves the Go form factor but was held back by the lack of pro tools. Now you have external audio and unlimited storage. It's for the pragmatic traveler who wants one camera to do it all, who values packing light but refuses to compromise on image quality, especially in challenging light. And it's for anyone who's been waiting for the moment when the Go series' unique portability finally becomes truly powerful. At its heart, the Go Ultra, just like other Go cameras, is all about freedom. Freedom from heavy gear, camera crews, and creative constraints. Gives you more options than just using your phone, and it's damn fun to use. So whether you're a creator filming unboxings, a commuter recording your daily life, a parent wanting to capture those precious family moments, or a weekend adventurer, and maybe all of the above, then the Go Ultra could be your perfect, powerful, portable companion. I forgot to get pocketable in there too. But let me be clear, it is not a replacement for the Go 3S line. That camera is still the undisputed king of pure, discreet portability, especially for hat wearers. This is a new choice, a new parallel line for power users, because the Go Ultra doesn't just shoot. It elevates what you capture significantly to become maybe the ultimate daily life camera, day or night. The Go Ultra is an incredible piece of engineering, but this is just the beginning of my testing. The obvious next step is to put it head to head with the Go 3S to help you decide which line is right for you. And that video is coming up very soon. And here's what you can expect after that. I'll be putting it up against the big competition in a low light showdown with the GoPro Hero 13. You won't want to miss that battle. And from there, the deep dive continues with dedicated videos on the best accessories you should consider buying, a full microphone test comparing the onboard mics to a wireless setup so you can hear the difference for yourself. And most importantly, I'll be taking it traveling to see how it really performs as a daily vlogging camera. So if you want the most comprehensive coverage of the Insta360 GO Ultra on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because this is a journey you won't want to miss. Thanks for watching. I'll see you up here in the next one.